Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, March 13th, and I'm Brian Boudreau. This week on Norwood News, we learn about the Repair Cafe held at the Winsmith Mill. Kiki shares another sweet treat with us, and we get the latest info on the upcoming election. All this and more coming up on this week's Norwood News. Every year, the Skating Club of Boston holds its annual Ice Chips show. Ice Chips is the oldest continuing figure skating carnival in the world and has played a huge part in the Skating Club of Boston's history. This year was special with Max Naumoff, Emily Chan, and Spencer Howe just returning from the Winter Olympics in Milan. Guest performing in the show was Olympic gold medalist Alyssa Liu. Mark Hoover and I had the rare opportunity to be some of the first to interview these incredible athletes since they've returned to the United States. Recently, the Skating Club of Boston hosted its annual Ice Chips skating event. Ice Chips is the club's annual figure skating show and the longest-running club-produced ice show in the world. This event has showcased the world's most outstanding figure skaters, including national, international, and Olympic champions. Headlining Ice Chips 2026, A World Journey, which sold out all three shows, was guest performer and Olympic gold medalist Alyssa Liu. The Olympian shares her excitement to be in Norwood with NCM's Mark Hoover.
I get to do two of my favorite programs. I'm gonna do Stateside again, and then I have another program to Slow Dancing in the Dark by Joji. I've done it before, and I love the dress, I love the choreography, so I'm pretty hyped to do it here.
Returning to their home rink just after getting back from Milan, pair skaters Emily Chan and Spencer Howe reflect on what the Skating Club of Boston has meant to them.
You know, one thing that me and Emily talked about when we were at the games was how grateful we are. Because for us, skating is more than just competition. It's also, becomes a question of what we represent. And to be able to wrap up the Olympic experience and come home, we were talking and just kind of expressing to each other how grateful we are to not just have this accomplishment for us, but for the people who have supported us. That includes our family, the team that has helped us, whether that be at the gym in the McKaylee Center, which is right down below us downstairs. And so it goes the same for the club. We're just so honored, and we've always strived to just be a great representation for the club, and we're super grateful that we feel like we've done that and continue to do that. And yeah, we're just so grateful also on the other side, like Emily was saying, to be able to be a part of the club's history, because this club has been around for so many years. You have the whole history on the wall right on the Performance Center ice rink, right? So to be able to now be a part of that history for us is just a huge honor.
Happy to be back home in Norwood from the Olympic stage, Max Naumoff looks at Ice Chips as a time to enjoy.
A lot of the pressure it dissipated a bit, obviously. The big competition came and it went, and I think now coming back home, again, it's more of a celebration, more of a reunion with all the people that are here, and really just kind of looking to enjoy this, really enjoy this show. It's something that I've always loved to do ever since I got here. Being a part of the Ice Chip shows, they're wonderful. And like I said, it's all people that we skate and train with every day, so we're having a blast in the locker rooms, just hanging out, laughing, and doing the group numbers together, and it just makes me feel so at home, and being able to share that joy of skating here. Again, because when you're competing, you're so focused on what you need to do, but when you're doing a show, you get to really enjoy it and have fun, and skate all these different programs with different energies and vibes, and I can't be more excited to do this. Of course, I'll be taking some time after this to rest as well, but I think it's a good way to celebrate what we've achieved in the past few weeks with our entire community.
Since 1911, Ice Chips has been a tradition at the Skating Club of Boston. These athletes look forward to performing on their home rink here in Norwood. Like so many of us, these Olympians call Norwood home. Stay tuned to Norwood Community Media to catch all 3 interviews in full. For Norwood News, I'm Brian Boudreau. Earlier this week, the Morrill Memorial Library hosted members of the Neponset River Watershed Association for a presentation on water quality conditions in the Neponset River. The talk explored recent data and long-term trends affecting the river, as well as its streams and ponds. Environmental science fellow Meher Khanna spoke with NCM about the importance of events like this.
I am the Environmental Science Fellow at the Neponset River Watershed Association, or NEPRA for short. Today we're having our annual water quality report called The State of the Neponset, where we're going to report on the health of the river based on our 2025 data results that we collected with the help of all of our volunteers. And yeah, I'm going to talk about kind of historical trends in different parameters like E. coli, phosphorus. So this is definitely more like we're telling the public kind of the data results, and but it's a good way for, after we do the sampling, like NEPRA ourselves, we use this data also to inform internal decision making. So we know, okay, this section of the river is kind of not doing as well, this tributary is not doing as well, so maybe we go do additional sampling there. We do like hotspot sampling, hotspot testing. We just completed our 30th year of water sampling with our biggest water sampling program called the Community Water Monitoring Network. And so a great accomplishment. And so we collect samples from May to October, 6 months out of the year, testing for a lot of different things. And we submit all that data to the state, the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection. And but also we share it with the public because these volunteers collected the data, so we want to show it to them, show them the river that they care about, how it's doing. And yeah, so when we submit this data to the state, they use that data to kind of help determine impairments for different pollutants in the waterways in like different sections of the river. And right now we're working towards getting a nutrient impairment for the Neponset River watershed. So we're focusing a lot on getting like chlorophyll A data and also phosphorus data to show the state that the watershed is, to try to see if we can get a nutrient impairment for the watershed. So that's kind of some of our intent with all of the data collection. I think this water sampling program is a great way to get people involved, and it's like a great way to like broaden our NEPRA community. I feel like all these people, really care about the river, and this is a great way for them to do something about it.
When Norwood News returns, we take a look at another ACM Award winner. Shannon Brent shares what's happening in school news, and Ron Marshalsea has the latest in sports. Longtime public access producer and Norwood resident Jim Schmidt spent years capturing everyday life around town with his camcorder. Each month he compiled footage into a video newsletter he called Norwood Postcard. Now, Norwood Community Media is bringing these monthly postcards from 1996 back to the screen. Starting in January, you can catch each installment throughout the year on the NCM Community Channel. Take a nostalgic look back at life in Norwood in the 1990s, one postcard at a time. Last weekend, Millforge Makerspace down at the Winsmith Mill Market held a repair cafe in collaboration with the Westwood Environmental Action Committee. Bill Brooks of Millforge and Stephen Hart of the committee discussed a bit more about the event and how it came to be.
Today is a repair cafe. It's hosted by a group of recycling centers and environmental action groups from around the Norwood, Westwood, Canton area. Repair Cafe is staffed by volunteers, and in fact, this one's run by volunteers as well. We have approximately 20 fixers that show up in groups of 7 to 10, depending on the event. People will come through, bring their electronics, lamps, small furniture, clothing, and bring it to a fixer who works in that area. They have the tools and in some cases the materials here to do the repairs. Sometimes we'll have to order a part, in which case they can come back to the next event and we'll have the part ready for them. The fixers are a mix of folks who do this as a hobby or who are retired and used to work with electronics or furniture. Mostly it's folks who want to help keep waste out of the waste stream, help keep those appliances working, keep that clothing in use, and do what they can to make that happen.
This is I believe our 7th Repair Cafe that we've had. Probably the 4th one where we partnered with both Dover and Medfield. So Westwood Environmental Action Committee had 3 or 4 at the start, and we really were interested in having it available to more people and have a bigger pool of fixers. So we reached out to both Dover Recycling Committee and Sustainable Medfield, and we've been partnering with them for a while now to have this repair event where people can come in and get things fixed for free. For myself, I do all the behind the scenes stuff. So just making sure that we have the fixers here, we have the space, we have all the materials we need. And then after that, it's really just run by the fixers. We have this amazing community of fixers. Today we have 10 here, as well as someone who just jumped in from Millforge and started fixing stuff for us today, which is amazing. So yeah, on this chair, to make sure everything goes smoothly, make sure that we have everything ready for check-in and check-out, and to make sure that people know about the event. Actually, it's kind of fun because Bill, the proprietor of Millforge, he was a fixer at our very first event. He actually walked in off the street. And he said, "Oh, I heard there's a repair cafe today, and you need someone to fix some things." And he sat down at a table, and he started fixing things for about an hour and a half with us, which was amazing. And we took his info, and then he said, "Hey, I started up Millforge Makerspace. I would love to have a collaboration with the Repair Cafe. It just seems like the goals of Millforge mesh with the goals of the Repair Cafe." And we said, "Yeah, let's do it." So it's just an amazing space. It's a great way to bring some people into this space, and it's also a great way for us to expand our reach. First time we've done an event in Norwood, so we're happy about that. My favorite part is when somebody leaves and something has just been fixed and they're so thrilled. And it almost always happens with lamps. People have this lamp that's special to them. They've had it in the family forever. It hasn't been working. It's usually pretty easy to fix. It's usually that knob. There's something going on with that. We have lots of extra knobs over there that people can have. And people just saying to me, It's working, my lamp works, he's just finishing up. It's amazing. I love that.
There's a few things. One is just the camaraderie, just getting folks together. It's almost like a club. People get together and they know each other from previous events. People have a reputation for fixing certain types of objects. So that part's fun. But just keeping things in use, keeping the materials in use, keeping the appliance functioning. It's a good feeling that you were able to make it work again. You didn't have to throw out that object and replace it with another one.
Norwood Community Media and members of the staff were recognized for our work at the 2025 Alliance for Community Media New England Awards ceremony. Jack Tolman and Joe Sleeman produced a segment known as Foodie Joe, which was awarded 3rd place in the category of instructional and training. Let's head to Mizzouya for another look at this award winner.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Norwood's Foodie Joe. You guessed it, I'm Joe, and I'm here to take you on a delicious journey through the culinary landscape of Norwood, Massachusetts. Today we're starting strong with one of my favorites, Mizzouya. Come on with me and let's eat. Here we are in Mizzouya, a local Japanese restaurant specializing in ramen and sushi. Today I'm getting the Tenkatsu ramen, one of my personal favorites that I always get with my family. I've had it over 24 times and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Tonkatsu ramen is made with wheat flour noodles, braised pork, bean sprout, bamboo soup, seaweed like wakame, which is like seaweed, and like scallions, fish cakes. We have also salty soy egg come with that all together. The broth is really rich, and then it's like creamy taste and super yummy. It is really, really popular. So the most popular in my restaurant, this is our specialty. And like sometimes we can sell like 100 bowls of ramen noodles in one day. Here's your tonkatsu ramen noodle. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells fantastic. I always start with the pork belly. It's like bacon, but better, which feels weird to say. But it's fatty, it's tender, it's seasoned to perfection. And it goes so well with the broth. I could eat so much of this. The broth is rich, a little bit fatty, nice and salty, perfectly seasoned. You can tell, like, a lot of love went into this dish. And then the icing on the cake, there's these soft-boiled soy eggs that I absolutely live for. They're filled, you can see the jelly inside it. It's almost like having like an egg jam, but it's salty and savory and delicious. It's kind of one of the reasons I keep coming back. I will absolutely enjoy this entire meal from start to finish without question. This will definitely not be my last bowl from here at Mizuya, right in the heart of downtown Norwood. I look forward to seeing you again on my next culinary adventure. Foodie Joe, signing out.
Now we're going to toss it over to Shannon Brent for the latest in school news.
I'm Shannon Brent, and let's check out what's happening in our Norwood schools. In Norwood High School news, congratulations to Students of the Month, Hillary Medeiros and Alex Pulling. Also at NHS, the Massachusetts Partnerships for Youth have announced the winners of their annual poster project, and congratulations to Ashley Salazar for receiving an honorable mention. Ashley is the first NHS student to ever place in the contest. The students were chosen from a pool of 151 entries from 33 school districts throughout Massachusetts. The theme, Kind People Are the Best Kind of People, focused on the importance of showing compassion, care, and understanding to everyone, including oneself. The Massachusetts Partnerships for Youth is a nonprofit organization that provides training, fosters collaboration, and develops programming to increase the health and safety of students. They reached nearly 6,000 educators in Massachusetts, spread across approximately 300 districts. At the Coakley Middle School this week in Grade 5 Science, the young biologists explored what makes good soil. They mixed, they measured, they observed. Get your taste buds ready. Grade 5 is about to start their herb and vegetable gardens. At the Cleveland School last week, they had the Playful Engineers for Enrichment. The students went for 2 different sessions where they have been learning about chain reactions and building Rube Goldberg machines. The Balch Thurgood classrooms were transformed into a hub for book lovers. Through their Read Your Heart Out initiative, students committed to reading 1 picture book as a class and 1 independently every single school day. The results are in, and they are spectacular because the students have developed joy in a variety of genres. They celebrated with official certificates where students shared their favorite finds from the month. The Callahan School celebrated Read Across America. Let's take a look. Kindergarten students at the Willett Early Childhood Center are so excited to be kicking off this year's Read Across America program. The students started the month by bringing in their favorite books to share. They were surprised by guest readers including parents, Dr. Frazek, the principal of the Coakley Middle School, and even a second grader, Fiona, who came back to visit her old classroom. Students and families have been sending in pictures of their readers from home, and we are tracking our books a mile for each book. Will have us stopping at exciting places all month long. Stay tuned to see where they go next. That wraps up this week's school news. Thank you to all the teachers who keep us in the loop with their updates. It really helps us see the wonderful things happening in our schools. Reporting for Norwood School News, I'm Shannon Brent, and now let's send it to Ron Marshalsea with your latest in sports.
I'm Ron Marshalsea, and this is your Sports Update. The girls' basketball team made their way to the round of 8 and faced off against number 1 seeded Medfield last Friday night. While the Mustangs didn't move on, Norwood held their own against a very strong Warrior squad, cutting the lead from almost 20 down to 6 in the third quarter. The seniors on this team have helped set up the underclassmen with the tools they need to succeed come next season, with plenty of talent gearing up to play Mustang basketball next winter. And all the Mustang winter teams attended the Winter Sports Awards this past Wednesday night, where athletes got their varsity letters as well as awards from their head coaches. Towards the end of the night, the girls' basketball team was recognized for being the TVL Large Champs for the second year in a row. Carlson Oliveira was recognized for being the 55-meter champion at the TVL Indoor Track and Field Showcase, and Sammy Lee of the swim and dive team was recognized for being a state champion in the 100 freestyle. To watch the entirety of the 2025-26 Winter Sports Awards, including the highlight video from this past winter season, it is now available on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org and is airing on the NCM School and Sports Channel. And that is all I have for this sports update. I'm Ron Marshalsea, and Norwood News will be right back after this break.
Public access television programs are produced by Norwood residents with no professional experience required. Norwood Community Media provides access to a professional studio and equipment so community members can create their own shows. One of the many public access programs shot locally, produced locally, and aired locally is local artist Bill Breen. Bill has produced more than 30 episodes showcasing his passion for art and drawing. Have an idea, a passion, or a story? Reach out to NCM to learn how you can start.
At the Planning Board meeting Monday night, the board was happy to announce a new Associate Planning Board member. After interviewing several applicants with careful consideration, the board unanimously appointed Steve Taheen as the new Associate member. Following its regular meeting business, the Planning Board entered executive session. The Planning Board will meet again on March 23rd. At the Board of Selectmen meeting Tuesday night, the board unanimously approved the transfer of the liquor license of the Magic Room music venue on Moore Street from Bill Desmond to Tori Clay, the new owner. Ms. Clay stated that she is excited to take over the Magic Room and looks forward to working in Norwood. During Selectmen Addenda, Vice Chair Bill Plasko took a moment to recognize his fellow board members, as this will be his second to last meeting serving as a selectman.
And next week will be my last meeting here as a member of the Board of Selectmen. And before I forget to say it, I've served with 27 different selectmen. I think that's 30% of those who have ever served the town in the position. I just want to let you all know that it's been a pleasure working with you, and I thank you, and I'm so proud of the dedication you give to this town of Norwood. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Selectman Plasko has served on the board consecutively since 2000. His last meeting will be on March 24th. The Finance Commission began its meeting Monday evening with a facilities budget update from Business Manager Mary O'Brien and Director of Facilities Chris Folan. Blue Hills School Representative Kevin Conley then introduced Blue Hills Superintendent Joe Rossetti and the district's new business manager, Dr. Elvio Ferreira, who also delivered a budget presentation. Following the presentation, members of the Finance Commission stated that there were no updates to the town meeting warrants, as they are currently reviewing and updating warrant articles submitted through citizen petitions. The Finance Commission will meet again on Thursday, March 26th. On this episode of Sweet Treats with Keeks, Kiki hits Norwood Center for something simply sweet.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sweet Treats with Keeks. It's been a little while, but we're here on a 70-degree day in Norwood, and it's absolutely stunning out here. We are here at Simple Sweets to try some mochi donuts. They have so many flavors, and they are so cute, so let's go have a look. All right, guys, so we are outside and we got the goods. These are the mochi donuts. They are Japanese-American pastries. And I've had one before a long time ago, but I haven't had any of these flavors. They come in multiple, but this is the caramel crumble mochi donut. So we're gonna give this a whirl. It's absolutely beautiful outside. Oh, that is really good. At first, you kind of expect it to be a little hard, but you take that first bite, oh my God. That is like a moist fried dough, but you got that crumble on the top. It's a little bit crunchy. Oh my God, that's phenomenal. That right there hits. Now we got the next mochi donut. I figured I'd try two for you guys. This one is the Oreo flavored mochi donut. And I love Oreos, so this is going to, look, it's just so, it is very, very pretty. this dessert, this pastry, it's very misleading because you don't expect it to be like so soft and chewy. Overall, these, I'm gonna have to rate them like top sweet treats with Keeks. These are excellent, like quick, easy desserts if you're ever feeling like a sweet treat. Come on down to Simple Sweets, but overall, these were phenomenal. Again, this was the caramel drizzle and the Oreo. See you next time on Sweet Treats with Keeks.
Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Norwood News. For the latest updates and stories, be sure to follow Norwood Community Media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you for tuning in, and from all of us here at NCM, have a great weekend.